Okay, welcome to the YouTube channel. In this video, I'm just going to go over exactly how I failed and how I'm going to improve going forward and what you can do to improve or not make the same mistakes that I made. My whole concept behind the challenge is to show you how to build a business alongside a 9 to 5, which I don't see a lot of people do. A lot of these online gurus, everyone, they already have established businesses. Everyone already has something going for them before they create content. I am still working a 9 to 5 and it is currently 11:30 at night. I do have work tomorrow morning. I finished the work today at around 7 p.m. So it is not as easy as everyone says it is. There's a lot of times you'll have to do something like this where you have to work late, and that's part of the sacrifice. I'm going to show you the harsh truth, and I'm going to do it all on here for you. So without further ado, let us jump straight into it. Well, if we look at how did I fail and what I'm going to do to succeed. Well, the first thing is I neglected the fact that I have limited time and I have limited energy. I only have 24 hours in a day and I only have so much energy. And the biggest mistake I made was stretching myself too thin by trying to do everything and anything. You have little old me minding his business, just like myself, and I'm sure you as well have many different things that you do. You probably go to gym like I do. I started this whole $100,000 challenge. I work a 9 to 5 and I'm trying to start this business, and I have friends and family, and I'm doing martial arts or whatever hobby you do on the side. So you'll find that a lot of the things that you do is kind of stretching you out into different aspects. And you can maybe do an hour of gym, and you can do, and creating content is like another 20 minutes at least, or even, let's say this is like a 30-minute job. No, actually, it's more like a 1 hour. Creating content is like another hour. 9 to 5 is like 9 hours or however long it takes. And you have your business that requires like at least 4 hours. Hey, let's just make this 9 prettier. You have 9 hours, and then friends and family require like 2 hours of your day, and martial arts requires another hour or so. And you just find that spending energy and everything into these different aspects kind of drains you, and it drains you hard and quick, and you slowly start spending less time on your business, and you slowly start doing less and less. And the worst part is that everything is just going in its own separate direction. Nothing is really aligning, nothing is really helping each other, growing together. And there's this quote that kind of highlights it for you, where it says that you do not rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your systems. This is a quote out of Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it's so true, because yes, I have this goal of making $100,000, but I don't have the systems to back it up. I don't have a daily system to back up my goal to make sure that I succeed. And that's kind of where the new system is going to come into place. And what is the new system? Well, firstly, I had to align so that everything that I do backs everything else up. So if we like dive closer into this, my gym is kind of helping my martial arts to improve. Right, that's my whole goal. Now when I go gym, my whole goal behind it is to help me improve in my martial arts. And that will obviously go in its own direction. That's okay. Martial arts and gym is completely separate. That's for health reasons. My 9 to 5, I had to change how I look at my 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 technically will become part of your business. You have to sort of look at it like that. That's how I look at it. So my 9 to 5 is part of my business, in a sense that my 9 to 5 is almost like a funder. It's busy funding money to my company to help it grow. It's like an investor. That's the way that I view my 9 to 5 now. It's helping my business to just improve and grow through funding. And then we have the whole $100,000 challenge, which is just content. And the number one thing that my content is it was more of a hindrance than it was actually helping, because I ended up spending more time just trying to post content every single day rather than my content helping me in any way. It took out time and hours out of my day that I could have used towards my business, that I could have used towards gym or whatever. And it just wasn't helping me in any way, shape, or form. So I have to start using my content to help me And the way I'm going to do that is create YouTube videos, and my YouTube videos will then be chopped up. So you're either seeing this on Instagram or you're seeing it on YouTube. Either way, you're seeing this, and it's going to be chopped up into Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube Shorts and Facebook, and it's going to be distributed everywhere. And those are like my little snippets that go out and funnel more views towards my YouTube page, basically. It's attracting people, customers, eyes to my YouTube page, and this will end up funding my business with clients. So my 9 to 5, which is my finances, is helping my business grow in one aspect, whether it be through softwares or whatever it might be. And then my content, which is my effort and my energy and my time, will be used to help my business grow with new clients. And I'll show you exactly how it helps me with new clients. First, we have to understand, well, in order for a business to succeed, you need clients. And then we have to understand, well, how do you get clients? Well, I read this book by Alex Hormozi, 100 Million Leads, and essentially there's 2 ways to get clients: cold outreach and warm outreach. Now, cold outreach is basically contacting strangers, people you don't know or people who don't know you. And then warm outreach is contacting people who know you or people you know, right? And the concept is that cold outreach includes stuff like cold calls, cold DMs, and cold emails. And by cold, it means that these people don't know you. So you're just sending a bunch of emails to a bunch of strangers, a bunch of SMSs, and a bunch of cold calls. And the thing is, I'm not going to neglect this part of the business because that would be kind of stupid. So what am I going to do is I'm going to outsource cold calls to a friend who I trust. If you don't have a friend, if you don't have someone that can outsource to, you can always find people online who's willing to, that you can pay money to, who are willing to cold call and close clients for you, right? And get you clients, get you qualified leads, essentially. Cold DMs and cold emails can be automated. This can be automated with any software, and even the apps themselves, like WhatsApp has a way that you can forward a bunch of messages, right? Now, this is where the warm outreach comes in. Now, for warm outreach, I'm going to make people know me more. The concept is that I want to make it easier for people to find me. The same way that Iman Gatsi does, the same way that Sebastian does, and the same way that the Belma does is, and these gurus, they create a personal brand, and because of their personal brand, people know them. So if they go and reach out to a client, the client is much more willing to trust them, because you can just say, hey, look, I'm gaining 500,000 views. Obviously, I can do the same for you, right? And that's the concept. Obviously, these guys are selling courses, but that's a whole different concept that I'm not going to dive into right now. So let's just look at how exactly we're going to get these new clients to my business with my new strategy. Why would it work? And is it even feasible, right? So if we look at this, well, this funnels towards that, right? So let's look at this. Okay, over here. First, let us look at cold outreach, right? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I spend around 2 hours a day cold calling clients, right? Doing cold outreach. And from experience, a cold call can take anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes per call. So I could end up doing a maximum of 24 cold calls in the span of 2 hours, right? If you do the math. So you can reach max 24 people through cold calls. If we had a 10% success rate, essentially, we would have only been able to book 2 calls from 24 cold calls, right? And if we had a 50% success rate there, we'd have 1 sale. So for every 24 calls, that's 2 hours of work, we could have 1 sale. So we're only reaching 24 people at a time. And I can tell you now, this is very, very, very positive numbers. This is numbers that we're like overestimating. We're highly, highly overestimating, because from experience, you normally only have a 1% success rate when it comes to cold calls, closing sales and stuff like that. And you normally don't do 24 cold calls because this still requires a lot of time and energy, right? Now let us look at content. Exactly how can we create content and how can it produce better or even similar results, right? So if we were to look at content, if we were to spend 2 hours creating content, assuming it takes us half an hour to create content, we would be able to create 4 pieces of content. From 4 pieces of content, we can get 100 views plus minus per video. So we're already reaching more than 24 people. I've looked at analytics, and if we look over here, from my Instagram, I get like 100 views, 143, 400 views. The 400 views is like extra, 133 and stuff like that. So I get like 275 views. So you get relative, and these are low views, right? These are very, very, very horrible views. And I looked at the analytics and I reached about 80 accounts, right? 80 accounts reached. And if we were to put that into numbers, so I can reach 80 people from 2 hours of content compared to 24. So let us look at the analytics here. So let's say from 80 accounts reached, right? So we reach 80 people from one video. One video reaches 80 people. Remember, we have 4 videos, right? So 80 accounts reached. So if we multiply the 80 by 4, we'd reach a total of 320 people, right, from our 4 pieces of content. So we'd have a reach of total of technically not 80, but 320 accounts, right? So it reached 320 people compared to the 24. Let's say out of those 320 accounts reached, we have a 1% success rate of booking a single client. We technically then make 3 sales or 3.2 sales for every 2 hours of work. So this is what's called leverage. Compared to one sale, only reaching 24 people, we're reaching 320 people because we are creating content and the content is being pushed to people that are interested in our content. Now, our goal should be to create content that people are interested in, right? So same like with same with my TikTok. It also has 538 and 176 and also has hundreds of views. And the best part about content is the more content we post, the more we'll grow. And the more we grow on the content, right? Okay, let's do this. The more the content grows and the pages grow and the more followers we get, the more chances we'll get of more views, and more views means more money because we'll be able to book more sales, book more clients, book more calls, more accounts reached. Everything will just be more. So with the cold reach, it stays stale because it'll have like this initial spike and then it'll just stay there because you are only doing that much. But with the content, it starts off slow, but it slowly increases as time goes on, and you end up with this upward curve. Whereas cold outreach will always plateau because you can only do so many cold calls. You're only one person, right? And trust me, it feels like this. But that's the goal. That's what I'm going to do. That is the plan. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. How to get started. I'm going to build a website. We're going to overview of the website. We're going to look at how we can start building automations for clients. We're going to start looking at how we can use those automations in our own business to make our own business work and scale for us. And we're going to look at everything else. Anyways, that has been day 100 and whatever the day this is. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.